So, hi everyone. Welcome back to the session once again. Today we will be looking at the career opportunities and scope of data science. So, in this session, I will be covering what is data science, what does a data scientist do, and why do you have to become a data scientist. Being in data science, there are various roles in the job market where you will be able to fit yourself into. Then we will also look at the scope and trends in data science from the current year. Okay, so what exactly is data science? Data science is nothing but a combination of statistics and programming. And if I say statistics, it includes maths also statistics, and specialized programming like artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, as we know, data is what is running the world. With if you have data, if you have ample number of data, you can do anything with it. So, the main role of a data scientist is to get the raw data and convert it into something a meaningful source of information which can be used for stakeholders' decision making. Okay. So, what does a data scientist do? So, data scientists are they are all data driven, high technical skills, highly technical people possessing high technical skills. So, like I said, the main job of a data scientist is to get the raw data which the business is having and to clean it. Like you know, the data which we collect from surveys can also be a source of data for data scientists. So suppose I am conducting a survey from having like even in your IIT, if I'm conducting a survey among the students asking for their uh, interests and just to create a chart of hobbies and interests, so that data it will not be clean. So some people might, if I'm giving out a Google form for asking everybody to fill it out, some people might give proper answers, some answers might be incomplete, like wherein I ask them to type out their extracurricular skills and stuff, so that columns might be left blank by some people. So when you have data which is not clean, it is very difficult to analyze and understand it. So this process is called data scrubbing, which is done by data scientists to understand the information better. Okay. So the data, like it says here, that data scientists need to be curious and result oriented with exceptional industry specific knowledge and communication skills. So it's not only working with the data or having good programming skills. You should be able to talk. You should be able to tell the story what your data is exactly saying. Only if you are able to communicate what you have created, then only there is a value to that data which you are having. Okay. So the main technical skills or the programming skills which are involved in data science is R, Python, cloud computing, Azure, Hadoop. There are so many other things which are getting added day by day. It does not stop anywhere. We have to keep learning if you want to keep exceeding in being a data scientist. So why do you think you have to become a data scientist? So basically, this data science profession was coined in 2008 because because there was large amounts of data which needed to be cleaned and processed. So since then, we are seeing a huge leap in data science as a career, where people because each it was previously only associated with I would say IT computer field, but now you will find it in various in various industries, be it healthcare or aviation or even automobile industry like Tesla. So it is a very widespread a very widespread skill. Okay, being a data scientist. So every organization wants to gain supreme profits. So data science, when you have data in your hand, you can play with it, and you can, it's like I said, data is very important, and it all depends on how you are handling the data and what information you are giving to them. So also in this digital world, there are diverse classes of business. Organization managing these diverse classes deal with zettabytes, that's billions of terabytes of data. So when this data continues to increase because there is a lot of population due to people uh, you know population increase. And so when there are so many people, you have to store their data. So that is when your data also grows in turn, right? So it is estimated that by 2026 globally we would be having around 11 million jobs alone for data science alone. So like I said, there are various roles in data science, not a data scientist alone. So there is you can become a data scientist or a data analyst. There are data engineers, business analysts, data architects, and even machine learning engineers. Okay, so now if you become a data, your primary job would be to gather the data and make sense out of the unstructured or unclean data. It has to be cleaned and communicated to business in a way that they will be able to look at it. We use visualization tools like Power BI, Tableau to prepare dashboards and explain it to the stakeholders or the client that this is what we are planning to do with the data you gave us, or this is what we are planning for you as a whole product, or if you are giving it as a service or as a product, this is what we're going to do. So when you are going to take something which is very unstructured and make it into something which is very clean and it's neatly presented, so it will help them in making a better decision about whether they want to do business with you or not. So next would be being a data analyst. A data analyst is somebody who is in between data scientist and a business analyst. Okay, so I would say that they are the ones who analyze the data as to why, like suppose like I am a data analyst. So what we do is we take the data. I mean I primarily work with Tableau and Power BI. So what is our day-to-day business would be sending reports as to what kind of work is happening every day. Okay, so what we do is primarily we analyze if there is an issue. We have to go and analyze as to why this issue is happening. How can it be prevented in the future? Okay, so it help. We also work with enhancements, not only analysis, enhancements both at data visualization. So that comes under reporting, and ETL is extract transform load. So we work with a database as well. Okay, so next would be as a business analyst. So business analyst is somebody who works mainly only with the stakeholders. Okay, so your primary job would be, if you are a business analyst, would be to just talk to business and convince them. Your main tool, you will only be handling the visualization tools, and you will be showing them that this is what we can do, and come up with better solutions, like if it cost effective and feasible solutions for the business. Okay, so next we see here as a data engineer. So data engineer is somebody who works with what business analyst gives, and they make sense out of what is being communicated. So if I'm telling you I'm going to sell product A to you, so data engineer will work in and out of it, and he will build the product fully. Okay, so the data should be secure, and they work like uh, security in the sense like nobody if you see in major IT companies, they don't allow you to work from home for certain security reasons, because there is a possibility that your data might be stolen or maybe even sold to somebody else, because like I said, data is, it holds a great value and in the wrong hands it can become totally harmful. So data engineer works with SQL and these database where they actually make the data clean the data and make keep it secure. So it can be like so like the data required by the business is stored safely. So as a machine learning engineer, so when you get into data science and become a machine learning engineer, you will be working with software if machine learning tools, where you work with those regression models, or develop algorithms and find out which model fits works for which kind of problems, and we come up with good, I mean, effective solutions for the problems. Okay, so there are many more roles like data architect, marketing analyst, and database administrator, and even Python developers. So data architect would be is someone who converts the business idea or strategy into a product or a service. Okay. So does anyone have any doubts with these roles, or do you have any questions? Okay, we'll proceed. So, according to Analytics India magazine, there were an estimated 100,000 data scientists in India in 2022. So this number is expected to grow to 250,000 by 2025. So this industry is growing immensely in India. Okay, so there is a huge demand for data-driven decision making. It's actually what your data speaks is what is going to attract the business at the end of the day to work with you or to use your services. That is what is going to be the future. So what you're saying, what you're more than what you're saying, what your data speaks is what is going to drive people to make effective decisions. So okay, next we are looking at the job trends in 2023 for data science. Okay, so like I said, there are various fields where data science is booming these days. So let's start with healthcare. Healthcare is very crucial. Okay, so it is very important that we keep track of patients' health, and the history should be well maintained so that when the patient comes back again, we don't make any medical errors. So okay. The healthcare industry needs data engineers who can assist in making automated systems for the analysis of complex data and clinical applications. So sometimes, if we have an automated system that is going to just, run the blood and give you the answer at the end of the day, it's going to make everyone's life more easy. Okay, so data science jobs are in healthcare. You can do lots of you can explore a lot with data science. Okay, it's just not only with the data. You can even use it on machines, MRI scans. When those scans are they get stored somewhere, right? So when you study over a long period of time, you will be able to find out. Even come up with something new that nobody has even found out yet. Okay. And next, we are looking at aviation and airlines. So this aviation and airlines is basically AI, or AI comes into that scope when you have to predict and understand when people prefer to travel. So mostly, if you are going to visit a country, you would obviously prefer traveling there when the weather is cold, not during the summer season. Mostly during spring or winter season, people prefer to travel. So that's when they, give you better. They analyze your, analyze your everything is being stored. So whatever you search in Google is being stored somewhere. So whenever you are looking for some travel plan, if you Google it today for looking for some flights or hotels, so it is being sent to someone, and then they are going to use it to understand when people want to travel, why, what kind of flights they prefer, and what kind of routes. Like some people like to take layovers where they can stop at a city, explore there, and then again go travel to their destination. Some people want straight flights depending, because if they're on a time crunch. So all that is analyzed in when you are booking flights, or when you even search for flights, all that is being analyzed. Okay, so this industry will create more than 3,000 new jobs for data science by the end of 2023. Next is cybersecurity. So I would say post-COVID, everything has become online. We order vegetables online. We even have milk delivered at our doorstep if we make an online order. So when there is an increase in online transactions, when everything becomes online, there is a huge risk of fraudulent activities also. So it has to be carefully monitored. So when I develop an AI where I'm going to give it to a bank, where they are going to use it to monitor customers' transactions. So I know every month I pay for every month I am paying for a Netflix subscription, and then I pay for a YouTube Premium subscription. I pay for Kindle subscription, and then every month, suppose I'm availing Big Basket, I'm using a Big Basket to have groceries or milk delivered at my house. So I will be updating. I mean, I will be loading my wallet, like suppose say every 15 days. So these are all monitored. These are all patterns of your payment. Nobody make. I would say nobody makes these grocery payments or groceries. If I'm going to a shop and if I'm buying groceries for the month, it's going to be done once in a month. Or even if I'm using it online, it's going to be done once in a month. So all these patterns of your online transactions, everything is recorded. So the AI the AI which I'm creating will be able to understand. Okay, so she is only making transactions here. Suppose they see a surge or somewhere somebody something is like happening, it's not supposed to happen is happening. The AI detects it. That is where your job comes. You will be that is where data science comes in, where it will be able to detect an anomaly in the pattern. This is not supposed to happen. Suppose credit card thefts. It can happen anywhere. Like if you have my credit card details, you can do the shopping from anywhere. It doesn't have to be from the same city. There is no need for the physical card with you. So if it's detected that I'm currently in Chennai and I have used my card for certain transaction, within 5 minutes, if there is a transaction, suppose I'm just giving you an example. Suppose in maybe I'm from Chennai, so if there is a transaction within the next 10 minutes from Kerala, somebody else is using it. So that is supposed to be an anomaly in my transaction. So that will be flagged. Okay. So this is all what data science does. So everything has to be secure. So when you are using everything online, somewhere somebody will find a loophole to come inside and do some fraudulent activity. So this is where cybersecurity comes in. Okay, so it also incorporates machine learning technologies to understand data patterns and create effective algorithms to protect the data. So it understands your pattern, and accordingly algorithms are made to protect your data. So genomics is something where they study the human DNA to understand what kind of diseases or what was your past your ancestors, what were they like. So everything can be understood with DNA, right? So that is also a very booming booming career right now, because people want to understand what kind of diseases or what kind of food patterns was you followed by our ancestors, how their you can understand everything by even your hair strand, like what the person eats, what the person does, everything. Okay, so it can lead to lots of groundbreaking advancements in medical science, like in the future, because if you study a person's DNA, you can know lots and lots of information. Okay, next would be like I said, automobile industry. So we all know, we are all familiar with Tesla. Okay, so that is a very big actually a very big creation, right? So we know Tesla not only navigates or it's not only navigation and driving. It is what it does. It collects data from nearby cameras or nearby, uses IoT to combine all the data and finds the best route. Like similar to our Google Map. So Google Map always gives you a very fast route to your destination. It is able to understand the traffic patterns everywhere and gives you the fastest route to your destination. Similarly, this is what is happening with Tesla also. So it has navigation skills, and then IoT sensors also. So after this data is collected, it's processed and visualized. Okay, so and there are several software algorithms. It finds the best suitable action through while navigating. Okay. So software development, the most common area for applying data science is software development. Industries use data science along with machine learning, like ChatGPT, Google Bard, everything. So this is where we come in, where we use we build something. Somebody every most of the websites today have a virtual assistant where you can ask your doubts, because you don't every time you don't have to call someone or call the help desk to get your queries resolved. Sometimes frequently asked questions are solved and answered using these virtual assistants. This is where this software industry comes in, where we're able to sell that service to many government and government and private companies where this is actually required. Even in our own organization, we have a separate Teams chat where I can ask that assistant if for anything, like if I want to create a ticket for suppose say my leave has not been approved, or my timesheet. We submit monthly time cards. So if that time card is not approved, so if I have some doubts regarding my leave not being calculated, like I'm not getting the correct number of leaves beginning of the year. So all that I can check. Also, if I lost my ID card and if I need to apply a new one, I can ask him. I can ask the assistant to help me creating a ticket so that I can raise a new ID card. Next is e-commerce. E-commerce is another very big booming industry. Okay, to so like I said, what you Google is what everybody is taking as data. So this is what happens when you look at something in Amazon. You come back and you are looking at something else in Instagram. There will be an ad popping up for the same product. This is what is happening. Okay, so this your data is being. It's like today I wanted to get this. I just wanted. I liked a dress. I looked at it, but tomorrow when I open Instagram again, the same dress is there. It's like that data is being circulated everywhere. So these whatever you are searching for, everything is stored. So they the e-commerce industry, what they do, so if I'm buying a shoe today, so I'm tomorrow I will get a suggestion to get looking, are you looking for shoes similar to this. This is what is AI, right? So it is understanding your shopping patterns, your likes and dislikes. So if I'm looking for maybe a new shoes and sandals, so it will suggest that this will go good on you. Also, when you are purchasing items, like even in Amazon, when you are getting shoes or anything, your size is already stored with Amazon. So sometimes it suggests me that this kind of shoe is available at your size, get it now. So that is what is e-commerce is using your data for. So it is clear that this e-commerce will generate more large number of jobs in data science, because we know Amazon, Flipkart. It's not just Amazon now. It's Amazon, Flipkart, BigBasket. Everything is e-commerce now. So since when we started doing, we have started shopping online. Everything has become everything is being done over the internet. It's become everything is e-commerce. So everything you search for, everything you look for is being stored as data somewhere. Okay. So the career scope in data science, like I said, by 2026, globally we would be having more than 11 million employment opportunities. Okay, so every year we are seeing. I mean, sorry, the data science field has a 46% surge in recruiting since 2019. Okay, um, maybe during the COVID phase, it did hit a low, but I didn't observe, like data. There was any time where no company wanted a data scientist or a data analyst or a business analyst. So everywhere you see, every company has openings for, if you have done data science, you have lots of openings, lots of career opportunities. So with the expansion of this data science field, the roles in data science have also expanded. So this has resulted in growth of operations and life cycle of data science. So we are near to exploring the world of data science with a more creative vision. So everything, like I said, what is data science? Data science is you're just playing with data using your algorithms and statistics. Okay. So when you are able to play with data, and you will come up with more creative solutions. So the product which comes out of it is going to be very, mind blowing. Uh, okay. So next will be, you have any questions?
Please unmute yourself and ask your questions.
Hello.
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 Yes, yes. Please
Hello.
share. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, hi. First of all, thank you so much for this wonderful insight which you had given on this domain. My question comes up in, like, I am working into a sales industry. I am having
Hmm.
around 10 years of experience. Now,
Okay.
after, like, what is in line for me, like, in case if I want to move into a data scientist role, or like,
You
is it,
can. Uh, yeah, yeah. Please go on.
yeah, so is it really worth of changing the domain? Because, like, as of now, I am working into an reputed edtech firm into a senior management level. But when I move or change my domain, so, like, this will, I have to start everything from the scratch, I believe. How this data science things can be helpful to me in my current domain? My question comes to that.
So you can become a marketing analyst, a sales and marketing analyst with data science. Actually, where you will come in is like where you understand what your client needs. Okay, and you have to, usually it's like where you understand what they need and you have to make uh, understand their requirement and come up with a solution. So when you need to attract your customer, you can get into data science and go up and look at what their future I mean sorry past businesses were like. So
Mm-hmm.
when you understand your customer better, you will be able to
Right.
come out with a better solution. So when you present your options in the form of dashboards, and this is what we are speculating, this is what we will look 5 years from now. So if you do
Mm-hmm.
business with us, this
Mm-hmm.
is what you will be 5 years from now. So that is
And
like
what
selling
kind
your
of
company.
opportunities, the availability of opportunities will have for me in coming years, probably 2 years down the line, like by the time I complete this program?
Yeah, so I said, like I said, you can get into market analysis, marketing analysis. There is a job opportunity like either business analyst or marketing analyst, since you are working more on the business side. So
Right.
a business analyst will be more like going and directly talking to the client business and
Mm-hmm.
making them understand this is what we are planning for you. So suppose I want to sell product, you want product A. I have something similar, I mean something more advanced than product A, that is
Right.
product B. So if you wish, we can give you both. So this is what this is how you should sell your company using data science will be like. So today suppose like everybody has smartphones. There is no not
Mm-hmm.
one person, very
Right.
rarely you will see people without smartphones. So if I want to start a new a smartphone company, so it should be like you have to come up with something very new that nobody has come up with, right? So understanding what they require and coming up with the effective solution is what required. So you can go into business analyst, you can become a business analyst or a marketing analyst.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Padmashri, can I speak? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Padmashri, yeah. So, like, my question is, apart from data engineer, can I
Hmm.
get, like work from home jobs in the field of data science or business analyst or maybe ML engineer and whatever? Like, apart from data
I'm
engineer, where the like data is very much confidential.
Yeah, I'm not aware if you will get work from home opportunities. I cannot make such a statement because it depends on the company, right? It depends on where you're
No, no.
working.
Yeah, obviously, like
Yeah.
you cannot give me. Hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah. So what I'm asking, I'm not asking about the like any kind of guarantee. I'm just asking, is the jobs available? Like work from home jobs are available in market for the data science? But nothing is there. Hello.
Hello.
Can
Hello.
you dare to answer the question?
Padmasini. Yes, Padmasini, are you there?
I think we have lost her.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So actually, someone had
So Yeah. So what I'm simply asking you, like in market, are the jobs available as work from home in data science field?
Someone gave me this meet link just for clarifying few of the MLP project queries.
Hey, excuse me. Actually, some of the remote job that's are work from home or it's not exactly in the office job. The remote jobs are.
That's what my question is.
Padmasini, are you there? We lost you.
I think it's less than 20% of the jobs are work from home.
Okay.
These days, I'm also trying for that only since I have completed my diploma in data science and searching jobs in here in LinkedIn. I can see that only few companies are doing that and asking for a lot of skills.
But a company with a good reputation in market will not let you allow work from home.
Maybe I have a friend who is working. His companies is entirely from work from home, and annually there is a meeting of 1 week. In that they do participate, and rest are done. With the rest of the works are done from work from home. He is from. I think he is working from Bhumeshwar only.
Companies can work from home. The applicant are either hybrid companies or completely online based company with only one of the server rooms present in any address location in the physical world.
Excuse me. Can I put my question?
Hello.
I am first year student of foundation level of data science from IIT Madras, and currently I am looking for a like job in data science, data analyst. Just I want to know that I want to confirm if I build some projects and I just want to go into any specific field of data science like we use in airlines or something else like that. So is the jobs available like if I only want to go in like in automotive industry or in airlines or like these aircraft companies, can I get how can I approach to that companies? I just want to ask like companies which are making like SpaceX, like any other airline. But exactly like I have to build my skills like working in like building some projects to get into that. What kind of projects I have to
It
do
is not
for getting
teaching
into
Power BI and other things. So we are not good enough to get a job in data analyst, to be very frank with you. Because as a data analyst, you need SQL. No, like SQL is the most important. Power BI or Tableau is the most important skills needed. You need some part of cloud services like Snowflake. So we
okay,
are
so
not
but
good enough. Sorry to say that, but we are not good enough to become at least data analyst. Since we are not being taught Power BI and Tableau, and the main task of data analyst is mainly a dashboard, data cleaning part, and Tableau making dashboards.
yeah,
I don't
I
think
think pursuing like some Coursera certificates for getting for learning these skills of data analyst like my question is regarding what projects I need to build to get into in maybe in 1 year, within a 6 months, where when I got to learn these skills, right? And right now, what steps I should follow to get into airlines industries as a data analyst?
So that would be primarily based on the airline trying to hire, okay, and also on your creativity, where you can bring in and bring in something totally new, something which nobody has brought in. Okay, and like I said, you have to play with data and be able to sell what you are trying to convey. Okay, so I cannot just pinpoint and say that this particular airline is hiring, because that would be that is not possible actually. So unless you asked, right, what kind of projects, so you can work in you can understand, like if you are aiming for a particular airline, you can understand their business, you can understand their history, and then you can build up come up with a project or analysis where what they have done in the past 5 years, and if they continue to do so, how they will be in the next 5 years.
It's like EDA, na?
Yes, something similar to that. And if you play around with machine learning models, and if you can uh, build like using a regression model, or maybe some kind of machine learning model, ML
One more
algorithms.
question regarding this. Like as a data scientist or machine learning engineer or data analyst or business analyst. So I
Okay.
got a lot of confusion in both. Choosing one of the paths in the domain of this data science. But exactly like which is most valuable skills like machine learning engineer or data analyst or database engineer, data engineer or data analyst or data architect. There are a lot of paths or branches
Yes.
of data science. What could be better from all of them?
Sorry, I didn't get the last part.
Like like what exactly, which is the best thing which will exist in the upcoming years?
I cannot say anything because till 2 years back there was nobody knew Power BI. Now Power BI has become the best. So nobody can make such a uh, you know I mean, I cannot tell you that this is going to be the best because it's continuously evolving. Maybe after another year, we'll have something more powerful than Power BI. Okay, so as of
Okay,
2 3 years back, Tableau was the best.
like
Okay,
like
so now it's Power BI because it's easy to understand. If you know no programming, also you can build a dashboard. It's basically a
right.
drag and drop. Okay, so tomorrow maybe somebody else will come up with another tool which is more easier than Power BI. So you cannot just say that this is going to be the best, right?
Okay,
Ma'am,
as a
I heard
machine,
something. Ma'am, excuse me,
like
ma'am. I heard something. What is SaaS, ma'am? Now some companies are asking for skill like SaaS. What is that?
That comes under SAP, I guess. SAP, yeah. But I have no expertise in that area. Any other questions? I see somebody has raised their hand. You can unmute and ask.
Yes. Yes, Padmasini. So I have a couple of questions actually. The first one is that what do you think are the most industry relevant tools that a person must know in order to be a data analyst? And the second one is that uh, my personally I do not have any experience in IT. I just got started in BI, and I work with Excel, a few tools in Excel, and I use a bit of uh, JavaScript or TypeScript in order to automate a few things in Excel. And I use Power BI for my visualizations. But apart from that, when I look up online, I find too many tools. Each person recommends a different kind of a tool or different kind of a skill to pick up. So, what do you think, as your experience in being in this industry, what do you think are the most relevant ones, which are like most important, like non-negotiable? These are essential for every person wanting to get into this industry.
Okay.
Could you please tell that?
Yes. So you want to become a data scientist, or are you looking at any other role? Because as per role, the technical requirements also differ. Okay. So first thing is that. So if you are going into data science, you need to know R, programming, Python, uh, cloud computing, Azure. These are all like Amazon Web Services. They have all these kind of cloud. Actually, basically, you should have an idea about cloud computing as a whole. If you are going into business, and if you are going to become a business analyst, then I would suggest visualization tools, Excel, SQL. So primarily for everything you require database understanding. So that would be SQL. It's mandatory. Uh, Otherwise, if you are going into data engineering, so again you will require R, Python, and cloud computing along with SQL. So it differs based on your. So I'm seeing that you have a lot of knowledge in Power BI, Excel. So along with that, I would suggest you start with Python R. I would suggest you start with Python because Python is easy to understand and to learn for someone with no IT background. So once you are comfortable with Python, you can proceed with R and so on.
Right. Also, another question is you mentioned Azure, but in Azure there are like a lot of things. What do you think is most irrelevant? What is necessary in Azure? Like what skill is mostly looked for in people that they hire for a data analyst role, like from the beginning?
They look for mostly Azure data engineers. There are actually certifications. If you go into Microsoft Azure, if you look, they have specialized certifications. So if you are looking for a data scientist role, they have a certificate for Microsoft Azure Data Scientist Associate. If you are looking to become a Power BI specialist, there is a certification for that. So it depends on the person hiring you for the job. So if the job requirement says you require expertise in Azure data engineering, so based on that, you will have to learn that skill. Also, a very important point in getting into this industry would be the ability to learn and adapt to the current technological changes, because every day something is coming up. So till last month, it was ChatGPT. For a few days, it's Google Bard. So we don't know what's going to come tomorrow. So every day there is someone somewhere sitting and bringing something new into this world. So unless and until you have the ability to adapt and learn, you have to be continuously be ready to learn when you get into this industry. Okay, so it's a never ending process. You have to keep learning. If I learn something new every day, it's mandatory. And if you are not willing to put in that much effort, then I don't know.
Yes. Another question that I've got is that are you using any AI tools in your day-to-day activity? Like, do you automate any of the things that you do using any AI tools, like not just ChatGPT, for example, like any of the AI tools which are available right now for, like, which are open source or which are like specifically which you use in, or you subscribe to something or any
No,
of such tools which you are like actively using nowadays in your day-to-day job?
it is not job. I would say when you are into you are into something new, you have to keep learning, like I said, right? So today if I have an enhancement and I am not sure of what to do or how to go about it or how to come up with an effective solution, I will obviously Google and find out. So that is what we basically do, because ChatGPT, its knowledge is limited. It cannot give me all the results, right? So when I Google, I get lots of options. So uh, like there is nothing specifically we use. So if I'm already aware that this is the best way to go about with what the business is asking, I would go about. Or if anybody else in the team has an option, we go about with it. But if nobody is unaware or the tool is new, the technology is new, we have to Google and find out, right?
Right. Yes. Also, just one final question which I have uh, is that when you are trying to showcase like your skills, like for example in your CV or in your resume that you're doing such a thing, when it comes to experts who are good at programming, there is a this site GitHub where they try to showcase a portfolio, like they have done this kind of a
Yes.
programming, this kind of a project. Is that mandatory? And like how to get started, like for beginners who are getting into programming, like what do you suggest is a way to get started with GitHub or any other such platform to build a portfolio?
It is not mandatory, but it is advisable that you start. Like, people ask small questions where they give you a snippet of the code, and they ask you, there is an error, but I'm unable to figure it out. So when you start with small things, you can even Kaggle, GitHub and Kaggle, both are the same. It's like I said, it's not mandatory, but if you have such a portfolio, it will add a big value to your resume. Okay, so you can start by answering small doubts. If you know what the answer is, you can start with that. And then somebody would have, like in Kaggle, there are people who upload data, and they go about with data, exploratory data analysis, and they give you the result. So everybody works on the same data, but they bring out different ways of different algorithms and come up with different answers. So you can do that. Since you are just starting out, you can start with that. Exploratory data analysis is easy. Like, it's just cleaning the data and exploring and visualizing it. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much, Padmasini.
Any other questions? Anybody else has any questions? Oh, please unmute and ask your questions. I'm not able to follow it in the chat.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. How much we can relate between data science field and IT field?
I'm sorry. Can you come again?
Yes, ma'am. How much we can relate between data science field and IT field, like programming, Python, CSV?
So you are asking for the relation between IT and data science. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what you're asking, right?
Yes, ma'am.
ఏ అవసరం లేదా తీసేసి ఏది అవసరం లేదా తీసేసి 50%. 50%.
Can anyone, somebody speak? Can you go on mute?
Is the question is continuing, or can I start asking a question?
No, I haven't answered. So, can you go on mute, Rajesh?
ఇప్పుడు ఎంతో అలా కల్పించేస్తాం ఏముంటుంది
Okay, so to answer your question, what is the relation between IT and data science? I would say IT and data science, it is belonging to the data scientist, was coined initially with software development industry only. Okay, so it is working with complex programming and statistics combined. So I would say both are related.
Yes, ma'am.
Data science without IT. Did I answer your question? So next.
Can I ask a question now?
Yes, please.
Okay, in the data science, the three components are critical. As it one is the domain knowledge, the second one is the data analysis, and the third one is the data visualization and presentation.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any specific channel for the experienced professionals, rather call them as the retired professionals who have a strong domain knowledge and acquiring the new area knowledge in data science? Because the people are already retired.
Yes.
And there are many people who are just embarking on a data science course, mainly focusing on doing a consultancy work.
Yes.
Okay, like in my case, I am a strong energy professional. I've done around 30 years in the LNG industry and oil and gas. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm doing my BSc data science in IITM. And finished my foundation and going on the Diploma 1.
Okay.
Also, I was pursuing some of the programs in the NPTL, mainly to finish the data science domain expert. With this one, is there any chance for me to really get on to?
You can.
But where is the channels? I don't understand how to reach out to present my case so that can they test and really engage me in some of the specific projects.
Yes, they can. First of all, I would say you're a big inspiration to all of us. Learning and getting in, starting to learn at that age is, I would say, something really big because everybody at some point they become lazy. So I would say you're really great. So to answer your question, it would be like it is more like it is a very competitive industry because every day there are lots and lots of people who are getting into data science and it's not easy to find a job. You have to be you have to be really highly skilled to get into this if you are looking for a company. If you are looking to freelance, you can look for small startups where they require freelance consulting for data science with experts with domain knowledge and who are able to help them.
So is there such sites are existing?
That would depend on how you are selling yourself in LinkedIn and other how you build your portfolio. So I would suggest I do not have any links like that, but you can certainly find such people in LinkedIn who are ready to take up freelancing consultants who are
like I read a lot about Accenture. They're really looking in for really good domain knowledge people.
Yes.
To train them on the data science, and they really want to put in more consultancy role.
You can apply through Accenture's website, or you can.
Capgemini, does it have a domain there separately for the experienced professionals?
Yes. Every project has a domain knowledge expert. So as of now, I do not know of any openings there, but you can look, in LinkedIn Naukri where they are looking for domain knowledge experts. So when you learn, when you get into some small startup companies, there will be lots and lots of learning for you as well. So since you are new to data science, you can learn lots and from people. But if it is a crowd like Accenture,
yeah, here we're not specifically focusing on the money, but at least to really put the knowledge and the new learned skills to be really put on to use.
Yeah. I would suggest then you find out, startup companies who are looking for domain knowledge experts.
All right. Thanks for the lead.
Okay. Any more questions?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. You can call me.
Yeah. So I am switching from physics background. I've done MS in physics in 2019.
Okay.
So I'm kind of depending on this diploma in data science program to switch to data science field. So how difficult will it be for a fresher like me in his mid-20s to find jobs in data science?
It's not going to be difficult. A degree, when you have a degree in data science, it holds a greater value than just small certifications. I always suggest people to do a degree, even if it takes maybe a couple of years. But degree always holds a value when it comes to data science because they know you have put in the effort and completed 2 years of learning, so you will have more exposure and knowledge. So as a fresher, you will be able to find jobs because they are you will be getting into a company as a junior data scientist or a junior data analyst. Initial step would be that as a fresher. Like I told the previous person also, there are so many startup companies looking for freshers who are having, who have completed a degree in data science. And they're recruiting. There are lots and lots of openings for data scientists. Be it if you have zero experience or you have 20 years of experience, you will be able to find a job.
So I can rely on the
Can you come again? Can you repeat what you said?
basically what I'm saying is that I'm totally relying on this degree program. So should I create some backup options or learn something else? Or should I just focus on this degree program only to get employment? Like,
See, learning anything extra is not going to go waste. So it will add lots of, it will be an advantage to your profile. So like I told another person that you can explore GitHub Kaggle where you are giving answers or, doing some exploring of your own. So when you do some socially, when you are engaging yourself, so it will add more weightage to your profile. You can try that.
all right, ma'am. Thank you.
Any more questions? So Jayashree, it's 6. Can we wind up or?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Yes. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Is this course sufficient for getting job in data analyst or data visualization course?
You are talking about this your course.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Like I said, this is a very competitive field, so you should look where you can explore and learn more and more parts of what you're learning in your regular course as well.
Oh,
Regular course will also give you a job, but when you have outside knowledge, I mean more of extra knowledge, it's not going to hurt anyone. So you will be valued. You will be a very valuable employee. So you over someone who has just completed the regular.
yes. Okay.
I'm just, can I
Hello,
ask?
Padmasri.
Yeah, hi.
Is there any scope of data science in teaching field?
Oh yes, I think since that is also growing, there are people that, I mean, since this bachelor's in data science has just come up, I think you will be finding lots and lots of openings for teaching data science related subjects because it's all new. Previously, when I was doing my bachelor's, there was no data science in colleges where nobody is aware of artificial intelligence or machine learning. That was not a subject as such. So yes, I would say there will be lots of. Obviously, when there are people willing to learn, there should be somebody to teach, right? So yes. Apart from not only in schools or colleges, there are many online teaching forums also where people will take online sessions. You can freelance if you are looking for just teaching opportunities as well.
Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to ask something like we are learning these concepts in the courses. We are just in foundational course, we learn statistics. So how can we directly apply these things before we move on to advanced concepts so that they become more, we become more accustomed to using them because things kind of when studied from academic perspective and not applied directly, they kind of stale off and when we have to apply them, we might find ourselves having to go back to those concepts and through the same motions again and again. So how
Yes.
can we make the process active, applied learning?
Yeah, like I previously said, like you can create a portfolio or profile in GitHub and Kaggle where people are actually asking real-time questions or real-time doubts. Like it will be something which they are trying to solve and they are not able to find a solution. you can start small uh, there, or also you can look up. There are many forums where you can do uh, coding and programming, and you can post solutions. Like there are hackathons being conducted by companies where students can register and participate. So I would suggest you enroll yourself in that if you are looking for a more wider scope of learning.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Any more questions? Okay, so if none of you have any more questions, can we wind up?
Yes, but mostly. So thank you for the wonderful session and answering our students very patiently.
Thank you for
And
the wonderful questions and for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Jesh.
thank you, Padmasini. So we are looking forward for more sessions in the future.
Sure,
And
sure.
thank you.
I will
Thank
share
you.
my LinkedIn and my email ID. If anybody
Okay.
requires, they can
Sure,
reach
sure.
out.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. It was a wonderful session. It was a wonderful set of people. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mahesh, you can stop the live now.